So about that tow hitch that we had to get installed according to the delivery center. Alright, so now we're going to check out the tow hitch, see if it's there. It's not supposed to be according to the delivery specialist, but I want to make sure and get a picture before I schedule the appointment to put it on. I'm not really sure how to get this cover off. Looks like maybe you'd put something there. So I'm gonna check that out, see if I can find out how to take that off. I don't wanna mess up the bumper trying to pull it off. So we need to check out the owner's manual and see if we can figure out how to get the tow hitch cover off. How about some Tesla tutorials? Yep, so as always, got to go to YouTube to get real information about how to do stuff. Didn't even have it on the owner's manual or anything like that, so there you go. Well, that looks like a tow hitch to me. So, yeah, definitely a receiver in there. Looks good. So I don't know what the delivery person was talking about, that we didn't have the tow hitch installed already. We clearly do. So we're going to check out the tow hitch today and see how it works as compared to the aftermarket tow hitch that I put on the Model 3. The tow hitch on the Model Y is a little bit higher, and we're going to check out how much higher it is, as well as how well it works and the efficiency that it gets as compared to the one we had on the Model 3. So this aftermarket Model 3 tow hitch, a little trickier to get in there. Goes in right like that. So the clearance on this tow hitch from the ground is about 7¼ inches. So 7¼ inches from the ground for the Model 3 Eco hitch. And over here we have the Model Y tow hitch. Clearance from the ground about 12 inches. So 12 inches versus 7¼ I'm hoping that helps us with our driveway, our steep driveway, and maybe I can mount the bike rack up here without it scraping. So we'll check that out. All right, so that's very secure with that bolt. Does have a pin on the side. I actually had to switch this bar around because you cannot get the bolt screwed in from this side. So that was a little change I had to do to our bike rack, but it worked out fine. So the big question is whether our bike rack will scrape at the bottom of our driveway. It is rather steep.
Stop! Stop! Oh.
So that was closer than I think would be comfortable if I got the weight of the bikes on there, but the fact that it can even clear it without the bikes is a good sign. It's definitely higher, and we'll have less likelihood of scraping on other places on our trip. So we'll get the bikes on there and see how it goes, efficiency wise and that sort of thing. Made it back from our trip for the bike ride, and the bike rack on the Model Y resulted in an efficiency of 349 watt hours per mile using 36 kilowatt hours, and over the course of 103.8 miles. 349 watt hours per mile is obviously not good, but with a bike rack, it's to be expected that the efficiency would be pretty bad. That lines up pretty well with the efficiency loss or hit that we got on the Model 3. It's hard to say because the efficiency in the Model Y was normally what, 265 watt hours per mile, and we got 349, so obviously 85 watt hours per mile extra for that bike rack on the back. Not great, but it did well, and it's great to have a bike rack on this Model Y. It has a lot more room in the trunk. It's a lot easier to get the stuff that we want to get to back there, and it rides pretty well with the bike rack on there. Not too much trouble going down the road. I didn't have much trouble with the Model 3 either, but the Model Y seems a little bit steadier, I think, with that bike rack. I felt more comfortable going 70 in the Model Y with the bike rack than I did in the Model 3. Usually we try to keep it to 65 in the Model 3 with the bike rack, but it wasn't bad at 70, so I figured we'd be fine. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.